A new study just made a shocking revelation about the younger generation today. Gen Z kids do not like going to the cashier at a grocery store. The Gen Zers said that two out of three of the Gen Zers prefer using the self-checkout machines. They say it gives them a faster shopping experience that they don't have. They don't have to wait in line, and it's less interaction with people. Okay, this is the problem. This is exactly the problem with these kids and the social media. Because my son, Jeffrey, is the same way. He always says, Mom, why do people have to talk to me? And I go, because you're a human being. I said, did you call your grandmother? And he goes, I just texted her. Your grandmother don't know what all those emojis mean, Jeffrey. Did you call your dad? I texted him. Like these kids, and when I go, you pick up the phone, he goes, ugh. These kids today, this is why they're so desensitized. I think a lot of social media, the swiping back and forth, and you know, they don't have to talk to anybody. They, you know, Snapchatting, TikToking, it has allowed the Gen Zers to disengage from other people. You know why I like standing in line at the grocery store? Because there's a person when I get there, and I get to say to her, hey girl, how's your day? She gets to look at me, and she said, whoo, girl, it's been crazy. I get to say, well, when is your shift over? She gets to say in a few hours, and I'm like, what? And we laugh. We laugh, and she'll go, oh, you want this one? Let me find out if you can get 2 for free, and we talk. It's human interaction. If something doesn't work, she figures it out. You remember when you used to write a check, and they put it in, check goes down? Like, I like that. When I tell you, and when I call somebody, and they don't put a regular person on the phone, I can't stand that. Press 1 for this. Press 2 for that. And then as soon as I pick up that phone, I go, operator. I'm sorry, can you tell me what you're calling for? They always want to ask you, but can you tell me what you're operator? I'm sorry, let's start again. Operator. We can do that, but first, would you mind taking a brief start? Bitch, I said operator. Operator. Can't stand it. I'm saying, and then they still talk about some press 1. Representative. Then I just start pressing O. Finally, they go, let us connect you to an operator. But before we do, I'm like, I swear to God. But see, the youngsters, they like all of that because they don't have to talk to anybody. And I feel that love is missing in this world. And the only way you get to practice the love is on other people. You gotta have it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you can practice love on yourself and it feels good, but for the most part, you gotta practice it on other people. You gotta practice love. Y'all need to get your heads out the door. I'm telling you, Norman Baker wasn't gonna let me throw that joke in. I had to fight for it. But you know, you gotta practice love by opening your mouth and saying, how are you to people? People, it's too much going on in this world. So many people just need to hear, how are you doing? They need to see you look in their eyes. This is not, and we gotta practice that. The greatest thing of these is love. But I'm telling you, I miss giving my money to a human at the toll booth. They don't have people at the toll booth, or when you come, if you're in another coast and you coming out the mall, it used to be people that you give your ticket to at the mall. Now you gotta go to the self-serve machine. I like to go to the toll booth or at the mall when I'm coming out of my rental car and say, hey, how are you, ma'am? As I'm digging in my purse, and then they give me my change and we talk for a little bit. The arm raised up because she pressed that button. Now, I done went through the self-serve, I done put the thing in, it says put in where the arrow is, the car getting stuck, then I put it in, the arm just sitting there, the gate won't rise, nobody, I'm pressing that button, nobody's there to help me, people behind me honking at me. By the time, I'm telling you, I'm at the toll booth, by the time I get to my house, they didn't charge me $50 more. They done caught me on camera looking frustrated. All of this, these little robots and machines are taking over. We need to talk to each other. So these self-checkout machines, I'm telling you, if you talk to these Gen Zers now, you go, hello, good morning, they like, wait a minute, what? They, come out of zombie land. I think even matter of fact, if they're gonna keep these self-checkout machines, these corporations need to pay some elderly people, give them some money, have an elderly person stand at every doggone checkout, and then when they gotta talk to the kids, good man, I want you to talk slow. Good morning, young man. How are you? I'm saying, if we could just start with that kind of interaction, maybe the world would be a better place with love.
We're gonna